Haunting Memories of Silverlake, the Cursed Yearbook. It was an ordinary Friday night when Ethan, Lily, Mia, and Jake discovered the dusty old yearbook in Mia's new house's attic. The pictures had faded to spooky shadows. The cover had torn and the corners were discolored. The yearbook belonged to a school, Silverlake High, 1965. Why are these messages appearing? Looking on the fragile pages, Jake asked. Ominous handwritten remarks moved into the paper beneath each photo. You are the next, it said. Don't look back, warned another. Lily noticed something terrifying that sent shivers down the group. The students' faces were faded, as if the ink had melted, leaving hollow eyes that seemed to stare back. They laughed nervously, thinking it was just an old prank. But everything changed that night. It was Ethan who noticed first. While walking back home, he noticed shadows flashing in the street lights. He thinks he saw someone following him out of the corner of his eyes, wearing an old-fashioned school uniform. He turned, his heart pounding, but the street was empty. All four of them were feeling it by the next day. Faces stared at them from the corners of their eyes, whispered followed them through the night, and their phones were filled with photos of pale, lifeless students dressed in uniforms similar to those in the yearbook. The cursed book would appear darker in color than before, as if taunting them every time they attempt to burn it. They gathered at Mia's house, desperate to confront the yearbook. They turned the pages again, and something horrifying appeared. The students' faded photos got more noticeable, and their faces started to look more like themselves than like strangers from Silverlake High. Each of Ethan, Lily, Mia, and Jake had a photo in the book with lifeless faces and hollow eyes. Panicking, they checked the yearbook for answers, eventually coming upon a cryptic note on the last page. You can escape only by finding our names and facing the truth. The spirits of the old students came closer with every page turned, their blurred shadows now clearly apparent in the room's shadowy corners. The final showdown with the evil spirits of Silverlake High was coming as time was running out. They had to solve the mystery before becoming a permanent part of the cursed yearbook. Panic overtook the group as the cryptic message echoed through their minds. You can escape only by finding our names and facing the truth. It felt like there were spirits present in Mia's home, watching and waiting. The air was heavy and uncomfortable. We have to figure out who they were, Lily whispered, her voice trembling. We need to know their names. When Ethan grabbed the yearbook once more, something was not the same. The ink was leaking more, the pages were darker, and the students' faces were getting scarier. Their once empty eyes started to follow the group, fixed on them with hollow, burning hatred. How can we discover who they are? Flipping rapidly through the pages, Mia said. Both a list and captions are absent, just the creepy messages. Jake's phone flashed suddenly. He took it out and noticed an alert. An old newspaper story had appeared on his screen. The headline was Tragic Accident at Silverlake High, 1965. Senior class died in fire. Jake's face paled. Guys, those are the seniors from that class in the yearbook. All of them died. Lily quickly grabbed the phone. It claimed a fire broke out on the night of their prom. The stadium was locked from the outside and no one survived. Ethan whispered, "That's why they are mad. They were trapped." Mia replied, "We need to discover who locked the doors," in an anxious tone. "We have to deal with that fact." The yearbook started to flip pages on its own. It started to turn pages faster and quicker till it stopped on a page that had not been on before. Words printed in shaky script read, "The guilty shall suffer." There was a photo of the prom committee beneath it. Ethan, Lily, Mia and Jake are the 4 students. "No," Lily breathes. "That's impossible. How do we appear in the yearbook?" Mia's eyes widened as a hazy, foggy memory came to her mind. She recalled them as Silverlake High classmates in their past lives. The senior class had bullied and humiliated them, turning their school years into a living hell. Their chance for revenge was prom night. It was Mia's idea to lock the doors, trapping the seniors inside as a nasty trick to make them feel their own terror. However, before they could unlock the doors, the fire started. What was supposed to be a fright had become a tragedy, and they had all carried the guilt with them into their new lives. "It's us. We are their rewards. This is what we did. We locked them." The room suddenly became freezing. The Silverlake students' angry, ghostly forms came from the walls as shadows did, their eyes burning with the desire for revenge, their features twisted in pain and suffering. "They were hunting for us," Jake shouted. "We have to admit it." Ethan started crying. "We must accept responsibility." Mia turned to the last page of the yearbook and, writing their names under the heading "The Guilty" with trembling hands. Her heart pounded as she wrote, "Ethan, Lily, Mia and Jake, prom committee." The spirits stopped, their twisted shapes wavering as though they were caught between 2 worlds. A deep, sorrowful wail filled the room as the temperature increased again. The spirits were waiting. "We are sorry," Ethan shouted. "We have unlocked you in. It was our fault. Please forgive us." The yearbook trembled in Mia's hands as the ink started to flow and the students' terrible faces gradually vanished from the pages. The spirits faded one by one, their sorrowful faces softening as they disappeared into the darkness. The home became quiet. The yearbook was on the ground, its pages empty and free of cards. "They're gone," Lily said, her voice full of relief. "We broke the cards." The group stood in stunned silence, thinking in what they had just experienced. However, as they were about to leave, Mia noticed something strange in the mirror. Her own reflection. Her eyes. They appeared hollow and empty for a while, as if something had been left behind. The curse has been broken. However, some things will never fully disappear. Subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.